Alrighty, it's your host, the Bushy Beard, back with your favorite game show on the internet. Wheel of Reactions! Anyways, I'm going to give you guys a second to look at the wheel and what's all on it. And then we are going to spin it. Ooh, Eminem. Eminem. Alrighty. Alright. Let's look up Eminem. Let's see. Let's just go this and see what comes up. Oh, Bodied. Fantastic movie. If you have not seen it, you probably should. It was fantastic. You know what? I know what song we're gonna... Oh, not the I know what song we're gonna do. Lucky You. One of my favorite songs by him, and Joyner, absolutely crushes this. And I'm glad I get to kind of show you guys. I love this song. If you haven't heard it, you're in for a heck of a show. Also, the video is pretty funny too. But here we go. Also, I'm going to be dancing and I'm going to be singing. So if you don't like that, now's the time to click off. This was my first foray into Joyner, and this is where I started really liking him. Whoa.
Yeah, I done did a lot of things in my day. I admit it, I don't take back what I say. If I said it, then I meant it. All my life I won a Grammy, but I probably never get it. I ain't never had no trophy or no motherfucking ribbon. Fuck the system, I'm that nigga. Bend the law, cut the rules. I'm about to risk it all. I ain't got too much to lose. Y'all been eating long.
I love the I need to turn it up a little bit. I love the contrast in these bridges between his and Eminem's. It's so great.
Cut the rules, I'm about to risk it all. I ain't got too much to lose. Y'all been eating long enough. It's my turn to cut the food. Pass the plate, with my drink. This my day. Lucky you, fuck you too. Woo! Y'all gotta move. Y'all gotta move.
Also, the fact is, he's telling Eminem, even though Eminem's on the song, look, you've been here long enough. My time now.
With my drink, this my day. Lucky you, fuck you too. Woo! Y'all gotta move. Y'all gotta move. Y'all gotta move. Give me some room. Give me some room. Give me the juice. How about the coupe? How about the coupe? How about the shoot? Y'all gotta move. Y'all gotta move. Give me the juice. Back on my bullshit, my back to the wall, turn my back on you all and you finish. Back to these bullets, it's back to the job, put my Mac out and all of you running. Back on my hood shit, it's back to the pushing, these taxing, I'm actually pumping. Can't fuck with you rappers, you practically sucking. You might have went platinum, but that don't mean nothing. I'm actually buzzing this time. Straight out the kitchen, I told them the oven is mine. I do not fuck with you guys. If I don't kill you, just know you gon' suffer this time. I ain't no gangster, but I got some bangers, some shit.
I remember the first time I watched this, I was like, who are these people? And this really blowing up my mic. Who are these people in the video? You'll find out.
There's some blazing, a couple of nines. Choppers and jimmies, a partridge, a petri. My 20s and Christmas was nothing but lies. Run at you hot like a sumo. They say I talk like a chulo. I live in Mars, I'm not Bruno. Bitch, I'm a duck, call me Cujo. You play your cards, I reverse on you all, and I might just drop all like a Uno. Cállate boca, my home, they call it Obuto, and all of you culo.
I don't know the whole thing, but I know Cállate su boca is shut your mouth. I know that much.
On you all, and I might just drop all like a Uno. Cállate boca, my home, they call it Obuto, and all of you culo. Never better to level up in the ghetto, looking for something I probably can never find now. Shit get relevant till the beat die down. The truth niggas just really want me tied down. I've been alone and I never needed nobody, just only me and my shawty. I tell these niggas to lie down. Keep all the money, I never wanted a lifestyle. I just pray to God I'm gonna be all right now. I said ain't no love for the other side of anyone who ever wants smoke. When I die, I'm going out as the underdog who never lost hope.
That was also a really good line. When I go out, I'm gonna go out as the underdog who never lost hope. Like, he understands his position, and he understands that lyrical rappers nowadays are not necessarily, at least when this came out, were not necessarily the cool thing, and so that's why he probably would never win a Grammy. I think he will, eventually, hopefully. I thought he was for sure going to get it for I'm Not Racist, but I guess not.
The other side of anyone who ever wants smoke. When I die, I'm going out as an underdog who never lost hope. You in the wrong cab, down the wrong path, nigga, wrong way, wrong road. Snakes in the grass, trying to slither fast. I just bought a fucking lawnmower.
A lot of things in my day. I admit it, this is payback in a way. I regret it that I did it. I done won a couple Grammys, but I sold my soul to get them. Wasn't in it for the trophies, just the fucking recognition. Fuck's the difference, I'm that cracker, been the law. Fuck the rules, man, I used to risk it all. Now I got too much to lose. I've been eating long enough, man, my stomach should be full.
I love that. Like, he's in the opposite, right? When you're starting out your career, you got nothing to lose. And that's where Joyner is. He has nothing to lose with what he says. And so he's coming out and he's saying what he thinks is true. And he's pushing the boundaries. Eminem's now at a point where he's like, look, I got to be careful with what I say. People, like, when I first started out, I could be crazy. I could be that crazy Eminem. But now I got to be careful with what I say because I understand what my words have an impact. I also have kids that are grown up and can listen to my music and understand, man, like what he just has to be careful because he's scrutinized and everything.
Now I got too much to lose. I've been eating long enough. Man, my stomach should be full. I just ate, lick the plate, my buffet. Lucky me, fuck you, day. Hold on a minute.
All of them are MGK.
They doing everything we do?
Bro,
and Lord Jamar.
they was doing everything we've been doing since the whole shit. They've been copying me all day. Watch this.
Really?
Yeah, watch this.
Copycats. Whatever they do, the people coming out gonna copy them.
Yeah. Watch.
Screw it. Oh wait, not yet. Such a clown. I love how goofy he can be.
No shit.
Yeah.
Screw it.
Fuck it. I got a couple of mentions. Still I don't have any manners. You got a couple of ghostwriters, but to these kids it don't actually matter. They're asking me what the fuck happened to hip-hop. I said I don't have any answers, cause I took a nap when I dropped my last album. It hurt me like hell, but I'm back on these.
Which, to me, I loved Revival. Or not Revival. Yeah, Revival. I loved it.
What the fuck happened to hip-hop? I said I don't have any answers, cause I took a nap when I dropped my last album. It hurt me like hell, but I'm back on these rappers. And actually coming from humble beginnings, I'm somewhat uncomfortable winning. I wish I could say what a wonderful feeling. We're on the upswing like we're punching the ceiling, but nothing is feeling like anyone has any fucking ability to even stick to a subject. It's killing me. The inability to pin humility. Why don't we make a bunch of fucking songs about nothing and mumble and bucket? I'm going for the juggler. Shit is a circus. You clowns that are coming up don't give a
And this is, he's about to go ballistic.
Make a bunch of fucking songs about nothing and mumble and bucket. I'm going for the juggler. Shit is a circus. You clowns that are coming up don't give an ounce of a motherfucker about the ones that were here before you that made rap. It's recap, way back, and tease that. Recap on tape decks, 8 dats with a G raps and cane that. We need 3 stacks, ASAP, and bring Matt the ace back. Cause tap for these rappers have brain damage. All the lean rapping.
And again, it's like what I say is he's a student of the game, right? He understands all the people who came before him that paved the way. He studied them. He listened to them. He understood their messages. He understood what they stand for. He understands and respects each and every one of them for what they contributed. And he's like, a lot of people these days don't do that. And they go on their own and they think that they're better than all of these people that came before them, not understanding that the only reason they can do what they do now is because they paved the way for them. And I to an extent, I understand the new rappers and saying, look, we can do our own thing. We're cool with that, And I understand that. But you still got to have respect for the people that came before you. And people like Joyner, J. Cole, Kendrick, all have that respect.
We need 3 stacks, ASAP, and bring Matt the ace back. Cause tap for these rappers have brain damage. All the lean rapping, face tats rubbed out like tree sap. I don't hate trap, and I don't wanna see mad. But in fact, what I owe me at the same cat that would take that feedback and aim back. I need that. But I think it's inevitable, they know a button to press it, whatever the pull to give me the snap though. And if I paid attention, I'm probably making it bigger, but you've been taking me dicks on a fucking backhoe. On the freaking minute, got me thinking of finishing everything with a seed of minutes and reaping the benefits. I'm asleep at the wheel again as I'm peeking and thinking about an evil intent of another beat, I'm a kill again. Cause even if I gotta end up eating a pill again, even ketamine and methamphetamine with a mini tin, it better be at least 70 or 300 milligram, and I might as well cause I'ma end up being a villain again. Levels to this shit, I got an elevator. You could never say to me I'm not a fucking record breaker. I sound like a broken record every time I break a record. Nobody.
That was one of the best lines. I sound like a broken record every time I break a record.
Villain again. Levels to this shit, I got an elevator. You could never say to me I'm not a fucking record breaker. I sound like a broken record every time I break a record. Nobody could ever take away the legacy I made. I never cater. Motherfucker never got a right to be this way. I got spiked inside my DNA, but I roll till the wheels fall off. I'm working tirelessly. Ay. It's the moment y'all been waiting for, like California wishing rain and pour, and that drought y'all been praying for. My downfall from the 8 Mile to the South Pass to the same marshal, that outlaw that they say is a writer might have fell off. I'm back on that bull like the cowboy. So y'all gotta move, yeah. Y'all gotta move, yeah. Y'all gotta move. Give me some room.
And I loved this whole album. Like, it was so different for him. It was so new. It really represented this new comeback tour.
Give me some room. Give me the juice. How about the coupe? How about the coupe? How about the shoot? Y'all gotta move. Y'all gotta move.
Give me the move. I also love Fall. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I'm not gonna give it a grade because I think you guys can already understand what I'm gonna give it. If I had to give it a grade, I would say an A. Not necessarily an A+, but an A. Definitely was one of the better ones I heard. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoy it as much as I did, and we'll be back for round number 2 of Wheel of Reactions and momentarily. But until next time, YouTube, smile like you mean it from the Bushy Beard.